That would be the worst, to film and have something all up in your nose. Jesus Christ. Ooh, that's good. What's good, plant people? Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me and rocking with me as we do another video. I have a story for y'all. Okay. Oh my God. I have 3 IKEA cabinets. One houses mostly like my bigger Anthurium, like the taller ones. That's my Millsville tall. Then on this side is my fabric core, and that has like some of my medium sized plants, small to medium sized Anthurium. Then in the foyer on this side, I have 2 rudstick cabinets that I combined, and in there are what I call, I guess, my rehabs. And then I had some other plants that were sitting on like the middle shelf. So the rehabs were all in their little domes, chilling, rooting. They needed some extra high humidity just to kind of get the roots going, get some leaves going again because they crashed out. I put them in their little domes. They're in their little triage unit, and then on the on the middle shelf, I just had some regular Anthurium, some of my favorites that were doing real well. In the cabinet is also a humidifier, something I got from Amazon, nothing crazy. I was rushing on my way to work, and I put some vinegar in the bottom of the humidifier, fully intending to, swirl it around, get rid of the gunk in the bottom, clear it out, and then put the humidity, the water tank, I guess, the little water tank or whatever. It's not really a tank, but I can't think of another word. Put that back on top after I cleaned it, and then we would continue on. I forgot to dump the vinegar out of the bottom of the humidifier when I got home. So I just put the little water tank back on top and turned it on. My middle plants, the plants that were not in their protective domes, they crashed out. And I feel like a horrible plant parent because they trusted me and I let them down. The leaves, I'm looking at them right now. I'm about to show y'all. The leaves, the leaves have essentially been exposed to and ingesting toxic vinegar air. The plants in the domes were fine, obviously, because the leaves were protected. But the plants that were just straight on the middle shelf, done. Done. I am sick. Right now, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are five plants that have essentially crashed all the way out. The leaves, I have to chop them. I gotta chop them. And I'm gonna do that with y'all today because I want to document it just for myself, also for y'all, to show you what not to do. And then also, because in a few months, they're gonna come back. But right now, I gotta chop these leaves. I'm sick. I'm sick. Like, I'm recovered right now, but when I tell you, I looked at these last night and I was like, oh my God. I'm also going to update y'all on the other plant that came in with cold damage. Those leaves are not looking great either. So we're going to rehab them all. Not so much rehab though, because the roots are fine. I will show you the roots. The roots look great. It's just the leaves because it's, plant leaves are literally like skin. It's like your skin. So when you, rub something on your skin, a lotion or a cream that you got from your doctor or something, your skin absorbs that. And leaves are like skin. So these leaves had basically been absorbing acidic vinegar air, vinegar humidity, just, and vinegar is a very acidic substance, a very acidic liquid, which is why you use it to clean things. So I basically cleaned my leaves. Okay, I cleaned the leaves, but not in the way you want. I can laugh about it now, and I was devastated at the time, but I know these plants are going to be fine. The roots are healthy. Some of them are already either in caterpillar or about to push out new growth, so I'm not worried. But I do have a plan, and I will show you what that plan is. And we are going to do a little, not so much rehab, but we're going to begin the process of starting over. Okay, we're gonna be starting over. Okay, I want to prepare you before we begin. If you have a weak stomach, if you do not like to see plants in peril, I just want to prepare you. You're going to see some plants in peril. I was going to tell you to please turn this video off, but don't do that. Don't do that because I need my views. And also because this is a lesson for me, a lesson for y'all. And this is also something that I do want to document, so we can see what these plants look like in the next few months. Prepare yourselves. It's ugly. This is my crystallinum by Windy Dress. And this is what happened to the leaves. This is probably the worst of the bunch. This is probably the worst of the bunch because it was right in front of the toxic humidifier. Right in front of the toxic humidifier. Okay. So this is going to be the worst of the bunch. I figured I would just go ahead and get this one out the way. Just look at this. Even this leaf, even this little baby. This is the newest emergent, and I was so proud of it. It just started looking, it looked beautiful because it was the first leaf in caterpillar. And this is what we have. So all these leaves have to go. All of them. I may keep this one just to give this plant a little bit of a solar panel while she tries to push out a new leaf. But I know at some point, even this one's going to have to go because all of this is going to start turning yellow. It's going to start browning. It's going to start getting crusty. It's not going to be pretty. So I'm going to cut all these leaves down, and we are going to return her to the triage IKEA cabinet for rest and rehab and relaxation. They're all going to get extra special care from me, and they're going to be fine. Now, I do want to show you this. The roots are fine. The roots are great. So it's not like this plant is on, it's a rehab, but it's not. The leaves got severely damaged, but the roots are fantastic. And I just repotted this maybe 2 or 3 months ago into this big pot. So, and that's why I pushed out this new leaf that is now looking like this. So we're gonna begin again. I feel like I failed my babies, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some surgery. Look at that. This is what I'm saying. Like it's only gonna get worse. It's only going to get worse. So we're gonna let this go. We're gonna let these leaves go. Are we ready? Are we ready? Oh man. I debate though whether or not I should just pull. Because I feel like somebody told me once, pull instead of cutting. Because you do less damage that way. All right, so we're gonna pull it off. We're pulling it off. This one's got to go as well. So we're going to pull this one off too. I don't know. They say to pull, but I always feel like I'm damaging this. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so we're going to pull this one off. I actually like that, the pulling, because I feel like it's a clean break, if that makes sense. It's like a clean break. You know what I'm saying? Such as it is, right? We're going to pull this one off as well. It's another clean break. Let's just show you. I'm just showing you, like, it's a clean break. So that's good. Get rid of that. Clean break right there. And I think this one is having a hard time because I'm not really sure why. And I feel like I'm forcing it. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. It feels like, it just feels sad. It just feels like a sad leaf. Just, it feels depressed. It feels like a depressed leaf. It feels like a depressed leaf. And it is a depressed leaf. And it should be a depressed leaf. Because look what I did. Look what I did. Of course, it's depressed. The other thing that I'm going to do, and I will do this off camera, I guess, is I'm going to, because I don't have all of our stuff with me, I'm going to put some sphagnum moss up here to encourage root growth. Because what I do want to do, or thinking about doing, I'm not sure, because like I said, I don't really have a whole lot of space for more like props and rehabs or anything like that. But I want to put some sphagnum moss here, just to sort of encourage, because this is a wannabe aerial root right there, and that could go ahead down into the substrate. So I want to kind of encourage that to see. And then there's some other roots. Oh, look, this leaf in the way. There's some other roots. This is here. That one's already down into the substrate. I want to see if I can encourage more root growth and possibly encourage more leaves to grow faster. Okay, so that's the first one, Crystallinum by Wendy Dress. This is from Font Animal Plant House. Devastated. The next one, I had already taken 2 leaves off of here. This is a Pink Lemonade by Eastern Dress, also from Font Animal Plant House. I had already taken 2 leaves off prior to filming. This was like the other day here, and then this one right here. So I'm gonna see if I can do a better job of clean breaking those, just because that little piece is just gonna crust up anyway. There we go. So we got that piece off. This piece is off right there. So we got these 2 pieces right here. Okay, so you see that? Those 2 pieces, we're gonna get rid of those. And then I'm debating on whether or not I'm gonna keep this sad leaf or not. This was the emergent. Honestly, not bad. We got a couple of little spots right here, but you know, for an emergent leaf and for it to be so, obviously emergent leaves are very, very sensitive while they're unfurling. For this leaf to have not sustained too much damage, but then for this leaf, and then obviously the other 2, I don't remember what they look like, but they probably look horrible for me to just cut them because I just didn't want to look at them anymore. Because I have an emergent, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and let let go of this one. So, okay, we just did a clean break on that. Clean break right there. We're going to get rid of that. And look at the little baby leaf. That one managed to survive. And again, roots are healthy. Roots are great. Roots are wonderful. So this is a survivor. Okay, this is a survivor. And then again, I'm going to put some sphagnum moss right here on the top just to kind of encourage some more root growth in the hopes that this will encourage some of the leaves, the leaves to grow faster. This was another one, hard hit. This is my Aces Phase F2 by Poppy Leland, also from Fun Animal Plant House. Yeah, not good. Not good. This is the latest leaf. Sad, tragic, sad and tragic, tragic and sad. It feels like wrinkly skin. And again, that's like just exactly what I said. The leaves are almost like the skin of a plant. So when you put something toxic on your skin's gonna burn. I put something toxic on my plant's leaves and the leaves burn. It feels nice, but then terrible at the same time because leaves are not supposed to look and feel like this. This leaf is not long for this world. So we're going to chop it. Well, not chop it. We're going to pull it off. And the reason we're going to do that is because it's already pushing an emergent. I don't know if you can see it in the middle there. It's already pushing a beautiful, dark emergent. So I'm okay. We're okay. It's going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but the leaf that I'm about to chop right there, I don't know if you can see it because this keeps looking for my face, but it was about to flower. It's about to flower. Oh, I can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, boom. There we go. Clean break. And then this leaf sustained damage, but it's not terrible. So I'm going to keep this one. I know I'll keep looking down because I just want to make sure that everything is in focus. But this didn't sustain too much damage. A little bit up here and then off to the side. So we're going to keep this leaf. And then this one down here appears to be fine. A little bit of damage, but not too much. This one seems to be fine. This is from something else. This is just watering inconsistencies. And okay. And then that's it. And then I have like this little leaf here. So this one I'm also going to go ahead and let go. Clean break. And then as you can see, just like with the rest of them, healthy, beautiful roots. This needs to be repot, but I'm waiting. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until spring because clearly I've stressed this plant enough. And then again, sphagnum moss on top to encourage more root growth and hopefully more leaves. And we're going to be all right. And then again, it's about to push out a new leaf. Hopefully that leaf was not damaged during the vinegar humidifier fiasco of 2024. Next up is this is Bigfoot by Goliath from Cartel Dawn. I know that's kind of hard to see. I need to redo that. Bigfoot by Goliath from Cartel Dawn. Also affected by humidifier gate. Okay. Older leaves are not too bad. But yeah, there are at least 2 here that have got to go. So we are going to do that right now. I like this clean break method. Yeah, I'm digging the clean break method. So we're going to let this one go as well. Goodbye. And we're going to keep the remaining 3. I feel like this one is the most devastating for me because this one was in my one of my previous videos as one of my favorite plants of November. And this was the newest emergent. And look at what we have. I'm going to keep this leaf because it's not completely damaged, but it's damaged enough to almost make me want to cry. And then here is one of the other leaves. Not, again, not completely damaged, just that bottom portion. And then another one here that doesn't look great. That white is just nutrient. When I water, like it splashes on the other leaves and then, blah, blah. But yeah. And again, beautiful, amazing, healthy roots. So I'm not worried about that. And it looks like the plant is finally in caterpillar. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you what this is. This is a forgetti by report. So the plant is finally in caterpillar. So it's about to push out a new leaf. So that's why I know that the plant is healthy and that it will recover because the roots look good and it's in caterpillar. It's about to push out. As you see, there was another leaf that I had to pull off, and I'm going to take that little piece off as well. So yeah, like I'm sick, just sick, sick, sick. I'm not going to chop the whole leaf off, but I'm going to chop off like the portion that looks crazy. So I'm going to chop that off. This, I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave this one. We're going to see what it does. And then this one as well, I'm going to leave. Maybe I'll cut off like this side piece, these side pieces here. They look like it's all curled up like a snake skin. Completely ruins the entire effect of the leaf. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Those are the 5 that were the most affected by a humidifier gate. But like I said, roots are healthy. Some of them are popping out new leaves or will be soon. So I'm going to put them back in the IKEA cabinet minus the humidifier, although I did take the humidifier out, cleaned it out, ran it outside of the cabinet on high, pulled out all that toxic vinegar. It should be fine, but I'm not turning it on. What I will be doing instead, and I'll show later, is I'll put for humidity, I will put some, because they sit in trays, like these trays that I got from Target. So I'm going to put some leca in the bottom of the tray, and then sit the plants on top, and then add some water to the bottom of the tray, and the leca will just kind of, the water will just kind of sit in the leca and provide humidity that way. Because yeah, I'm done with these. I'm done with the humidifiers in the cabinets. Bad idea. Bad, bad, bad. Don't be like me. Don't do it. Trust me, your plants will be fine in 60 or 70% humidity. They might actually appreciate that because, yes, you want, the goal, the ideal, I guess you would be like 85, 95% humidity. They don't really need that. Will they grow slower? Sure. Do they need 85% humidity? No. They'll be fine. But I do have one more plant to show you. I want to show you guys the plant that I did my previous video on, or one of my previous videos, where it came in with cold damage, and I said we're going to save it. I'll show you. Hold on. So if you recall, I got a Bessier Af by Zara Michelle from a seller in the Anthurium Addicts Facebook group. She messaged me on Facebook and asked me if I had received the plant, and I told her that I did, and then I showed her the video, and she felt horrible about what happened. But I was like, babe, it's not your fault. It's cold. These things happen. This is what happens when you buy plants, and have them shipped. Not a big deal. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but that gotta go. That has to go. I don't see any new root growth just yet. And it looked like it was trying to do something here in terms of a new leaf, but I'm not really sure. I think that might just be a sheath. I can't really tell, or maybe I don't really know. I'm not really sure, but whatever that was, it's not happening. And this has to go, and then this one probably as well. I may keep this one. I'm not sure because I wanted to have a nice solar panel other than the emergent, which doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. And then this little piece right here, I'm probably gonna just cut off. But this, that's gotta go. I don't know if I can clean break it because the angle, like I don't have any leverage to pull it down. And I don't, if I do that, the whole freaking plant will come up out of the pot. So I'm just gonna, can you see? You can't really, yeah, you can, okay, there you go. You can see. So I'm just gonna, you see, if I try, if I can't break it because of the angle of the leaf. So we're just gonna, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not ideal, but I can't, there's nothing, that's the best I can do. And then we're gonna take this little piece here and just sort of like that. I'm debating on whether or not I want to chop this or not. It's yellowing. It's probably going to go. We're going to let it go. We're going to let it go. We're going to let it go. And again, I don't have enough leverage. So, done. Clean break. Well, it's not a clean break, but it'll be fine. And as you can see, the roots look great. Those are the roots that it came with. And I'm going to put some sphagnum moss on there. Again, just to kind of encourage more root growth. And this plant's going to be okay. Look at the little baby, the lone emergent. And I'm devastated because the reason I bought this plant is because I loved the way the leaves look. And now I hate the way the leaves look. Yo. It's been a rough December. It's been a rough December for me, plant-wise. But you know what? We're all right. This is part of plant growing, being a plant parent, being a plant mom, being a collector, being a plant enthusiast, an Anthurium enthusiast. This is a part of the journey. Did this have to happen? No, I was rushing and I was an idiot. But it's okay because I have enough experience in growing my plants to know what I need to do to rehab them. And they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. So, like I said, I made this video for you, for me, because I want to do some updates in a few months. Hopefully, in the spring, we'll have some new leaves. We'll have some new roots. Particularly with this one, I really want this to kind of grow for me, and get back the leaves that I lost, that made me fall in love with and buy this plant in the first place. And then some of my other babies. Oh God, I can't even look at them. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We're gonna rehab these. They're gonna be great. Like I said, the roots are fine. It was just the leaves that got severely damaged, ingesting that caustic, acidic humidifier air because I forgot to take the vinegar out of the reservoir. But they will be fine. Healthy roots always mean, everything is going to be fine. It's just that I had to chop them down and we're just going to begin again. That was a lot. Thank you so much once again for joining me. I will update you guys in a few months and let you know what's going on with these. and I have more to come, more content, more off the dome. This is going to be great. I'm so very much looking forward to growing this channel, going to PlantCon, going to IS. I have another video coming up of like a greenhouse tour, just all types of fun, fantastic things I have planned for this channel. And I can't wait for you guys to come along on the journey with me. I feel like you guys are like my early adopters. You know what I'm saying? You're like my early adopters. But trust me, the channel's gonna be a banger. You're gonna be so glad that you decided to join me early. Early. Um, but yeah, thanks for joining me and sticking with me through this really long video. But hopefully it will be helpful for you. It's definitely helpful for me. And I will update you guys in a few months.